I'm Jason with the All Things Open team. I'm here with Anant, and please introduce yourself to the All Things Open community.
Hey Jason, I'm Anant. I am currently working on AI-based dubbing of videos at YouTube. In the past, I've worked on building infrastructure for on-device machine learning models. Yeah, that's a brief introduction, and I'm not speaking on behalf of Google here.
Perfect. Here on a personal level, how is AI impacting video content creation these days?
I think AI is set to pretty profoundly impact video content creation. It's supercharging creativity, it's supercharging a lot of things. In particular, I think it's bringing down a lot of barriers, the language barrier in specific. I think we're going to be seeing very interesting times in the future with the playing field being leveled. A lot of people getting access to content creation, and more importantly, folks who did not have access to a lot of languages, a lot of education. I think that's set to change very profoundly.
I'd like to learn more about AI dubbing. What is AI dubbing?
I think AI dubbing is an umbrella term for using machine learning models, old and new, to dub content. So previously, I think what folks did was there's a lot of manual dubbing, so I would dub a video using a voice actor. But now we're maybe trying to use recent advances in generative AI to do that. There can be a few challenges with that. As we know, with everything generative, models can hallucinate. Costs is something that generally tend to balloon, so that's something we need to control. We need to have very robust evaluation frameworks because, as I said, models can hallucinate, so it's not really what exactly you're trying to do may not be what the outcome is. So evaluation is something that's a little challenging too.
Great, thanks for sharing that. What's exciting about working in that field of AI-based dubbing?
I think there's a lot of stuff that's exciting. I think what really excites me is the opportunity to bring equity, bring accessibility to everyone. It really supercharges creativity, as I said, so I don't necessarily need to be someone with a lot of experience having created videos. So that's something that really excites me. And of course, expanding the access of knowledge to everyone. A lot of undeserved areas or a lot of areas which did not have access to some technology or some knowledge previously now can get that. So that's super exciting personally.
Perfect. Do you have any best practices, tips, or new tools that you're using that you'd like to share with the All Things Open community?
Hey, this is Todd with All Things Open. Thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate it. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. We've got a lot of new content coming we think you're going to be interested in. One final favor, be sure to go to allthingsopen.org to see everything that we do. Back to the video.
Yeah, I think in terms of best practices, I think it's super important to be very curious, especially with AI. Things are changing at lightning speed. We tend to sometimes go a little too deep into some problems and the solutions. I think it's important not to be married to a particular technology. Always be very, very open-minded. So always be very open-minded and be willing to change approaches if we find a better approach.
Excellent. Well, we have 5,000 of our open source friends here at All Things Open this week. Do you have any advice you can offer for conference attendees to apply all this learning beyond the event? What do they do when they get home?
Sure, I think, so to me personally, learning is more like a marathon than a sprint. I think applying what we learn here in everyday life is really important. So if we can build something, even if it's at a hackathon or something, I think that really helps solidify principles that we've learned. And I feel, yeah, as I mentioned previously, it's always important to move with the times. I also feel I really like this quote where it says, when I teach, I learn. So if you can teach someone else what you've learned, along with learning yourself, I think that's, super, super useful.
Great. Anant, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.